Hello everyone, my name is J. Daniel Woodstock, owner of Woodstock Games and creator of the game Dice Fights. Now, I have some exciting news for you all. We are going to do a giveaway and we'll be talking about the details of that at the end of the video. But before I get into that, I first want to get into the 2022 recaps. It has been a fantastic last year, and it's been a happy new year so far, and hopefully everyone else's has been as well. Now, one of the first things I want to talk about is kind of the whole progression we've had throughout Dice Fights, some major milestones that we have reached. One of the first milestones, I guess we could say, is getting back to Utah. We moved back to Utah in March, and that kind of threw a lot of things up in the air. We were renting a house in Cedar City, Utah, and then we decided to then come and move to St. George, Utah. And sometime right after we moved to St. George, right around April, uh, lightning struck my brain, you might say, and we really started working on Dice Fights, and we started doing play tests. One of my very first play tests that was so exciting, one of my favorite memories in 2022 was me DMing a D&D campaign that we did, and I actually had some people playing a game in the corner, kind of baiting my players, and they all decided to go over and see what was being played, and it was Dice Fights in the campaign. And they got to playing it with NPCs and whatnot, and then we actually played the game, and they seemed to really enjoy it. And so then I just kept going, and I kept getting really positive feedback with the playthroughs. We nailed down some rules, we nailed down how many dice there should be. uh, Someone that I know who is into machine learning and programming actually programmed out this game. And one of the coolest experiences I've had, they programmed this game and they basically pressed a button and played the game 10,000 times. Uh, which really helped with the playtesting model and tweaking some things on our end. Now, that also kind of lets you know how easy to learn the game is, because if it's programmable, it means it's easy to learn, at least to me. And yeah, but moving right along, uh, once we got all that flushed out, we started reaching out to manufacturers, and we went through a lot of different manufacturers. And I was just asking them, "Hey, can you do this? Can you make these games? Can you make a box that we could roll that could be square?" And some of them said yes, some of them said no, and we got to quite a few points with manufacturers that we were like, "What happened?" The one of which was they asked us for the designs for the games, and I was like, "Oh, let me get in contact with my head designer and I'll get those right to you." And meanwhile, I'm jumping on Fiverr just going, "Oh Lord, how do I do this?" And then we ended up hooking up with a guy from Pakistan. He did the art for us. It looks fantastic. And we kind of just slapped it all together. My executive director, my lovely wife, really was a huge help putting all the art together and working with the manufacturers. She actually was the person who found our final manufacturer. The name of that manufacturer is Nice Funny Games. They have been a joy to work with. If you are on your journey to starting your board game making things, go to nicefunnygames.com, reach out. The owner's name is Ivan, and we actually been in contact with him this whole time, and he has done a fantastic job. Now, after a couple months of going back and forth to the manufacturer, we decided to pull the trigger and order 500 games. Straight out of the pocket. I may have emptied one or two of our bank accounts to do this, but I thought it was a good idea and my wife was smiling and nodding, so we decided to do it. Now, we decided to pay a little extra for about 60 of the games to come a little quicker, just right before Christmas, so we could sell for Christmas gifts and things like that. And honestly, we were going to get them like the 1st of December, and I thought that it would take us about 2 or 3 months to sell those 60 games. And Lo and behold, we sold out in a week. It was absolutely crazy. The amount of love and support, my friends, families, you guys, so many people came and they bought the games up and they went so quickly. And what I thought was going to take me 2 months to sell took me a week. And that was probably the biggest highlight. I remember jumping around in Cloud 9. I filmed a couple videos for all y'all, and I multiple times just started crying just because of how wonderful everyone was. And I didn't post those. If you really want me to post them, I will. Just put it in the comments if you want or not. But anyways, please don't ask for that. Anyway, moving right along. Then our daughter ended up turning 1 year old. It's been such a journey seeing her grow and see the world in new ways and experiencing it. And me and my wife got to go on a vacation for a whole week, which was, oh, I needed that. And it's just been a really good time. And now that we're in 2020, those other 440, 2023, those other 440 games will be getting to us right in the middle of January. Now, unlike the first shipment where I paid for the most expensive option, for the other 440, I paid for the least expensive option to kind of offset those costs. And it's slow. It is meandering through the ocean on its way to me. And it's so cheap that you don't really get a tracking number. So I'm just hoping to hopes that it will arrive in the time frame they said it would arrive. And I guess we'll see what happens, but I was told it should come right around January 16th or so. And so if you have pre-ordered, we're hoping to ship out end of January, and if we get it sooner, we'll ship it out right away to you guys. But yeah, you can start ordering, doing some pre-orders for that January shipment coming in, and we've been getting a lot of positive feedback. I had an awesome reviewer reach out to me from the channel Quackalope on YouTube, and they're going to be doing some reviews for us. And the amount of positive feedback I've gotten for them just blows my mind, and it's just been really good that way. Now, that's kind of our 2022 recap. Now we're going to get into the giveaway that I promised you earlier in the video. Now, what we are giving away, I think we came up with some pretty good prizes, and a big reason why we're doing this is to help our audience grow so people know about us. So my wife will let me make another board game, right? My executive director, I should say. Now, what we're giving away is this here game of Dice Fights. Maybe not this one, a little more shiny than this one. As well as we will be buying 2 tickets for y'all to FanX. Now, FanX is a Comic-Con-like event that takes place in Salt Lake City, Utah. It is so good. I've been there before. It's such a blast. If you like nerd culture, you're gonna like this, and we would love to buy you some tickets. Now, we're gonna do this giveaway raffle style over on Facebook. So we'll be doing a post on Facebook about the giveaway, and how we're going to do that is you're going to follow the Facebook page. And that will get you entered into the raffle. It'll give you 1 entry, and then if you like the page, you'll get an entry. If you comment, you'll get an entry. If you share, you'll get an entry. And then you'll also get an entry for every tag that you put someone into the comments. So you can end up getting a lot of different entries for this raffle, and we'll be making those drawings at about January 16th and letting y'all know who won. And hopefully this will really help our audience grow. Now, so we're all here on YouTube, so if you want to head over to @Woodstock Games, over on Facebook. You can find us there, but we would also really like your help and support here on YouTube as well. Where if that Facebook one goes really well, we're planning on doing a giveaway here on YouTube as well. So to help encourage us, you can comment down below that you want us to do a giveaway here on this YouTube channel. And if you subscribe to us, that will also be a really good indicator that way. And that is the most free and best way to help us get this word out. So thank you so much for helping us out with there. We really appreciate all of you, and have a happy new year, everyone.